So, big boy, you have been very open and vocal about your past, which is that you have spent time in prison.
A tiny, small
amount of time.
Yeah.
Went on vacation.
A little bit. I call it vacay.
Like a 4-year
or college.
vacation?
I call it college. When they ask me, I say go to college. What state? Penn State. Yeah. Oh yeah, Penn State. I know a couple people. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
That's
you know,
nice.
I play it off like that.
You think it's the actual Penn State, the Ivy League?
Yeah.
Yeah, why'd they name it that then if they didn't want to be referred to that?
And they're like, oh, what a big boy.
Yeah.
It's tight.
But yeah, so the reason why I bring that up is because the story here that I have, they're talking about how prisoners are going viral on TikTok, and it's just really shining a light on life behind like prison
So they have the
walls.
phone in there and they have a TikTok. And
Yeah, there's a lot of prisoners going viral on TikTok right now, but it's actually it's a good thing, and because it's humanizing a lot of prisoners.
I followed a chef in prison. Well, he's not like a real chef, but this fool has like him and his homies, like they're all like bringing out like random things, and he goes, "Oh, I melt the cheese like next to the window," or I do all these, and he makes like little culinary like lasagna with raw.
That shit's a trip. How they're putting themselves on Front Street.
Yeah.
How are they not getting busted?
I don't know.
Well, there are some people that they talk about how, like, in a 6-year span or something like that, they got caught with 2 phones, and every time
They both smell like Dookie though.
they end up getting like solitary.
That's a prison phone.
No, they say that they're actually saying that the majority of the cell phones, because that cell phones in prison are contraband, that they're coming in.
If you guys are, wait, let me say this though. If prison is looking for a guy to check for prison phones, Bart's gonna sign up for the job, right? You got that good nose, right?
Hey, and Bart will smuggle your hot sauce in too.
Yeah. Okay.
that might be easier than a
That's his pocket. They call that the pocket.
Is it?
Put in your pocket. Yep.
Wow.
He wants to be a mule.
What do they call pockets? Huh? They call those your assholes?
Vice versa.
Keep your hands out of your assholes.
Oh, really? I thought the whole inside out thingy with the pockets and the thing.
Yeah, you hold somebody's pocket and you're their bitch.
When you have to walk, you have to put your hands in your pants. You walk there.
Under the waistband?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, so they were saying that the majority of these cell phones that are getting smuggled into prisons, they're coming through the staff. Like,
I heard of that too.
Staff are the ones, but there are other methods. Like they'll open a football and like throw it over the fence. Like they'll stuff cell phones inside of a football and like throw
Damn, those fools are
or
smart,
like they'll
man.
drop it through a drone, or like they'll do other stuff.
A drone? Damn.
Yeah.
That's high tech.
That's some great. Damn.
I thought they just paid a guard.
Oh, well, it's mostly that.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly through the.
But some guards don't listen to you.
Go over with the drone.
Damn, that's smart.
How do you know which guards are for sale?
Gotta have that mouthpiece.
What's that?
Just gotta have good
Sweet
vocals, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Good at manipulating people.
Yeah.
So my buddy, he was working at the courts. And he was telling me that the way that they did it was one of the daughters of this high profile gangster, she was basically coming in, and then she'll see who the most friendliest cop is. And then she'll always offer them food and all this stuff. He was having trials, so she would come to visit, and she would always look sexy and all this stuff. And then whoever bites the bait, she'll start giving them food or all these other things.
Wow.
And then they might hook up, or I don't know.
She's a honeypot.
Basically.
Wow.
And then, well, that's just one of the ways, right? And then he was saying, like, then they found out that the food that she was giving one of the officers was actually ended up being drugs in the food, and then he would give it to her dad. She's like, can you give this to my dad, and all this stuff. And then later he was a part of the take, and then he couldn't stop doing it.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of instances where things like this go down. So there's I don't know, people find their way. It's
Did anyone escape while you were in?
Escape? No.
Shit.
He was like, come on, that's movie shit.
Yeah.
It happens though.
I've heard like in the OC jail, a couple dudes escaped.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was like a couple years ago, right?
Crazy.
But nah, no one.
All right, so I have a video to show you guys, and it's just like a short.
I want to see too.
Yeah, so it's like a short video.
And this is a
about,
Cali jail?
No, like all around the country.
Oh, okay.
All around the country, prisoners are going viral on TikTok. Yeah.
Cali jail.
They ain't active like the Cali jail.
Oh, okay.
We got the most prisons in all the United States.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Gotta be proud of that. Just kidding.
Such a wonderful state, you know?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, this is definitely not Cali, boy.
Welcome to prison TikTok.
What?
I ain't associated with this right here. I ain't associated with this.
People became so hyped
That's like the stuff you see, right?
to see what it's like behind the wall.
He has better camera angles, though.
World. That was a good tray that I posted. There's trays that are in there that are so gross, like it'll run away from you before you eat it. I mean, that's literally how we had to make hot water because they don't have hot water spigots or anything. Everything on Canteen that they do sell requires to be cooked. So the only way to cook it is to MacGyver something
What? That's pretty cool.
inside, like behind the wall, and there's not all bad people in there.
The virality of TikTok helps us actually see the thing that so many
That's a nice jail.
to hide from us.
I told you, this ain't Cali, boy.
I know.
That's Camp Snoopy is what we call it.
One thing I knew that it was a bunch of kids on there, so I kind of wanted to post it as like a reality of what would happen if you go to prison. And it's not any place that you want to end up.
A lot of people my age right now is
It looks like a pretty fun place there.
I know, it's like, I kind of want to go to jail.
Facebook and people's posting pictures.
Oh, like, I follow guys like that.
This desperation is a desperation of connection to other humans, to community,
Must
to
be
support
nice.
systems, to life, to the rest of the world, and a reminder that you exist. People be like, oh my gosh, you're dating someone in prison. Why would you stop your life like that?
And I'm like, well, where? I hadn't seen any prison videos on TikTok at that time. So then I started coming up with all the hashtags.
So it's pretty much like showcasing how TikTok has allowed people behind prison walls to connect with society, and also, but obviously lawmakers, they don't like that because then it's highlighting how inhumane these prison conditions really are, and that's causing people to really be like, what the fuck, like this is how people are living in prisons. Like how do they not have hot water? Like,
With $40,000 a year per inmate, that's the what they're spent. Like that makes no sense.
I'm sure it goes to the inmate. It's wonderful. I mean, we have a big fucking penal colony. That's our country, but
So like the way the private prison system works is for each inmate, it's roughly about $40,000 that the private prison gets to take care of them. That goes to the cost of, admin and whatever. But they're probably spending very, very little on taking care of that inmate, and then that money is just going into their pockets.
it's like all the money that's supposed to go to the kids in schools. Like,
yeah,
come on.
that's true.
or all the money that's supposed to go fixing our roads. Where's that money?
Well, it's going into all the cones they buy.
That costs like $1,000.
Yeah, they put all these cones and then nobody's working at all. I love it.
That's fucking crazy.
What are your thoughts on this?
On that,
On like TikTok highlighting life?
Is this a back in my day speech you're about to give? I can see it. The way that you took a deep breath.
that's some new age shit for sure.
Well, from what
Some
year
new
to
age.
what year was it when you were in prison?
06 to 10. Yeah. So
That's already over 10 years. Yeah.
Did they get soft since you left? Come on, you want to say it?
the game
honestly, I
game
wouldn't-
switched
I
up
wouldn't
for
even-
sure.
I wouldn't imagine like dudes in jail doing TikToks.
Well, this is like I said, this isn't Cali, so like I can't, you can't compare. If you got Cali prison and you got everybody else's, and I mean, there's so many. I don't even want to talk too much, but there's so much politics in California state prisons that like a lot of things aren't okay unless what we're talking about like a PC yard, S and Y yard, like where you got the snitches and the rapists and things like that. That's a free for all. That's That's I don't know what they do over there, but that's a free for all.
When you say politics, you're talking
General
about
population
like-
politics.
your behavior is controlled by the gangs too, or the leaders. Or
That's
whatever.
the only thing it's controlled by.
Right. So that's what you mean by like other
The
prisons.
COs say.
Yeah.
It's not what the COs, it's what our people say.
But then these guys,
We don't run the COs program ever.
And these guys can do TikToks because maybe from the prisons that they're in, they don't have those.
No politics, yeah. Uh-huh.
What would be some of the politics that you have to like?
You don't even want to speak on those things, Bart.
Other secret?
You got to be behind the walls to know those things, you know?
I see.
Saving it for your book, right? Saving it for your book.
Oh yeah, my tell-all book. No, that ain't happening for me.
He told us off camera he's writing a tell-all book about all of it. Very excited to read it.
Why are you trying to get him in trouble?
I heard that the rules are different per race too.
Politics. Yeah. All politics. Yeah. Every
So they have to follow different rules that we do.
Every race, every gang, every whatever has their own politics. You know, so your people, my people will all have our own things that we got to do, you know.
What would your TikTok have looked like?
My TikTok in there?
I was just thinking that too.
I'm trying to think because I think at that time, I think MySpace was around.
Okay.
MySpace.
Yeah, 06.
And I want to say some people maybe had a MySpace. I can't remember. Like I said, like in there it was like flip phones and
but from your routine,
mobiles,
like what you were doing constantly.
What would it be, man? I don't even know. My mindset back then wasn't even thinking about that. So
making content.
Yeah, I didn't even know what it was until I really started making content. When I got into making content, I'd maybe had an Instagram for 2 or 3 weeks, and that dude Rich Piana hit me up. So I had no clue what it was, and someone just immediately hit me up and put me up on game. But before that, I had no clue what really YouTube or anything was.
Well, that's not a very good answer.
Yeah. So I just wouldn't have had it.
Okay.
Because I didn't know that this was even a thing, you know?
I got you.
What was that push-up program you told me about? There's this program, like, a certain way that you do it, it's easier to count numbers, so you could work up, was it to 1,000?
Oh, like I would do 1,250 push-ups a day. Every morning.
In one set?
Hit chow. No, just in 20 sets.
Oh.
So I'll do like on 1, 5, 10, 15, and 20, I would do 100 reps, and all the numbers in between, I do 50. And it'd be like 1,250.
Like looking at a clock or what?
No, that would just be me, like in the cell before I go to chow in the morning. Like,
so set 1, you do 100.
Yeah, you get up like at 4, whatever, 4:30, bang these out, get ready, go to chow, you know, go grub.
How long do you wait before the next 100?
I would just, when I feel good, just go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Seems like that's easy. I finished that before I even go to sleep.
And
I can't believe you only did 1,200.
And you did 1,200
every day.
Every single day?
Yeah.
I just said something stupid in my head.
What'd you say?
You were like, I finished that before going to sleep, and in my head I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I finished that while I'm taking a shit. I'm like, that makes no sense.
You could do push-ups on the shitter.
So dumb. Yeah. It's okay. We're done.